Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Bashem Shah, double honor to the apostles GMS. My name is Amnawala, coming at you with a lesson today on the scripture, Proverbs chapter 21, verse 31. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 31. The horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of Yahweh Bashem Shah. Right, the horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of Yahweh Bashem Shah. Meaning what? In the ancient world, they prepared their horses for the day of battle. They would put armor upon the horses, chain mail, which is armor, and they would in order to protect the horse's body when they were in the heat of the battle, because the horses was the means of transportation throughout the battle. That was the means of going throughout the battlefield and slaying all of the enemies, because horses are strong and they move swiftly. So you have to protect the horse. So they'll wear chainmail and different types of armor on the. They will put chainmail and different types of armor upon the horses. But safety is of Yahweh Bashem Shah, meaning just because you prepare a horse by placing armor upon the horse, safety is of the Yahweh Bashem Shah. In other words, just because you prepare for a battle doesn't mean your preparation is going to lead you to victory. It's all about Yahweh Bashem Shah. And if Yahweh Bashem Shah chooses to lead you into victory and chooses to lead you into safety, then that'll be so. Okay. Let me show you some pictures here of horses prepared against the day of battle. See that? These are images of I believe this is during the medieval period, and you see how the horses are prepared against the day of battle. See the armor upon the horses? Let's go here. This is more. See the armor upon the horses? These are the horses prepared against the day of battle. Now, many people in the ancient world, they placed armor upon their horses. And guess what? Not all of them won the battle. Because why? Safety is of Yahweh Bashem Shah. I believe this is the Ottoman Empire during the 16th century, if I'm not mistaken. See, this looks like it's in a museum, just as the other two pictures look like they were like statues. See how see the armor upon the soldier. See the shield, the helmet, the chainmail. See the armor upon the horses. See the chainmail right here. Here's another one. See, the horse is prepared against the day of battle. And this is supposed to be Alexander, and this is his horse, Bucephalus, Bucephalus, if I'm not mistaken. And if you look closer, you can even see right here, it looks like that's the leopard skin, because Alexander's that leopard in Daniel the 7th chapter. See that? And he also wore leopard on his skin on his head as well. There's even certain coins of Alexander with like a leopard skin on his head. And I want to get to this word right here, cataphract. Cataphract. This is Wikipedia. A cataphract was a form of armored heavy cavalry used in ancient warfare by a number of peoples in Western Eurasia and Eurasian steppe. The word in English is derived from the Greek, literally meaning armored or completely enclosed. Historically, the cataphract was a very heavily armored horseman, with both the rider and steed draped from head to toe in scale armor. See, scale armor. This is scale armor it's got on. See, same picture. See where it's cataphract right here, ancient Sassanid. Let's see what including Sassanid real quick. Sassanian Empire. Try to see what it was. The Sassanian Empire. Bear with me one moment. See if I can get this thing to pop up. Okay, Neo-Persian Empire. Sassanian Dynasty 224 to 651. Okay. So going back, let's look at this word cataphract. It says historically the cataphract was a very heavily armored horseman with both the rider and steed draped from head to toe in scale armor, while typically wielding a kontos or lance as their weapon. Jumping down, we went to the word cataphract. The genesis is undoubtedly Greek, or various transliterations such as cataphractos. Cataphractos is composed of the Greek root words kata, a preposition, and over here covered, protected, which is interpreted along the lines of fully armored or enclosed from all sides. Okay, it's a lot I could read into, but I really want to get right to the point. See how it says Iranian. See how it says Iranian origins. Spread to Central Asia and Near East, Hellenistic and Roman adoption, appearance and equipment. I'm gonna read this right here. It says, but no sooner had the first light of day appeared, when the glittering coats of mail, girt with bands of steel, and the gleaming cuirasses, seen from afar, showed that the king's forces were at hand. Ammianus Marcellinus, late Roman historian and soldier, describing the sight of Persian cataphracts approaching Roman infantry in Asia Minor, circa 4th century. Cataphracts were almost universally clad in some form of scale armor that was flexible enough to give the rider and horse a good degree of motion, but strong enough to resist the immense impact of thunderous charge into infantry formations. Scale armor was made from overlapping, rounded plates of bronze or iron, varying in thickness from 4 to 6 millimeters, which had 2 or 4 holes drilled into the sides to be threaded with a bronze wire that was sewn onto an undergarment of leather or animal hide worn by the horse. See that? Horse prepared for day of battle, against the day of battle. A full set of cataphract armor consisted of approximately 1,300 or so scales and could weigh an astonishing 40 kilograms or 88 pounds. Damn. Not inclusive to the rider's body weight. Less commonly, plated mail or lamellar armor, which is similar to in appearance but divergent in design, is also, as it is, no backing, was substituted for scale armor, while for the most part the rider wore chainmail, specifically the coarse armor, so that was chainmail. So the armor was usually sectional, not joined together as a cohesive suit. The large plates of scales tied together around the animal's waist, flanks, shoulders, and neck and head, especially on the breastplate of the saddle, independently to give further degree of movement for the horse and to allow the armor to be affixed to the horse reasonably tightly so that it should not loosen too much during movement. Usually, but not always, a close-fitting helmet that covered the head and neck was worn by the rider. The Persian variants, which the Persians are Elamites, extended this even further and encased the wearer's entire head in metal, leaving only minute slits for the nose, eyes, and openings. It says Ammianus Marcellinus, a noted Roman historian and general who served in the army of Constantius II in Gaul and Persia and fought against the Sassanid army under Julian the Apostate, described the sight of a contingent of massed Persian cataphracts in the 4th century. All the companies were clad in iron. All parts of their bodies were covered with thick plates so fitted that the stiff joints conformed with those of their limbs, and the forms of human faces were so skillfully fitted to their heads that since their entire body was covered with metal, arrows that fell upon them could lodge only where they could see a little through tiny openings opposite the pupil of the eye, or where through the tip of their nose they were able to get a little breath. Of these, some, who were armed with pikes, stood so motionless that you would think them held fast by clamps of bronze. That's what I'm going to read there. Okay. See, equestrian relief at Firuzabad, Iran, showing cataphracts dueling with lances. See, these are the lances. These objects right here. Alright. Cataphracts will often be equipped with an additional sidearms such as a sword or mace for use in the melee that often followed a charge. Some wore armor that was primarily frontal, providing protection for a charge and against missiles, not literal missiles, like arrows, yet offering release from the weight. See, that shows you missiles compared to arrows, from the weight and encumbrance of a full suit. And yet another variation, cataphracts in some field armies were not equipped with shields at all, particularly if they had heavy body armor, as having both hands occupied with the shield and lance left no room to effectively steer the horse. Eastern and Persian cataphracts, particularly those of the Sassanid Empire, carried bows as well as blunt force weapons to soften up enemy formation before an eventual attack, reflecting upon the long-standing Persian tradition of horse archery and its use in battle by successive Persian empires. I'll give you another scripture. Psalms chapter 147 verse 10. He delighteth not in the strength of the horse, he taketh not in pleasure in the legs of a man. So the Most High doesn't delight in the strength of a horse. You know the horse is known for its power, its strength. Its strength. You ever heard of the term horsepower? And he taketh not in the pleasure of the legs of a man, meaning your strength. You know your legs are a lot stronger than your arms. You know whether you can run fast, you can jump out. The Most High taketh not pleasure in that. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua taketh pleasure and did not fear him and those that hope in his mercy. That's why if you trust in the Lord will give the battle unto you. So that because you prepare a horse against their battle doesn't mean the Lord will going to lead you into safety. Because you got to fear the Lord. If you fear the Lord, he'll deliver you, you know. Because fearing the Lord is what the keeping of his commandments. You know, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But so in the Proverbs, if I'm not mistaken, 1 and 7. You know, so if you fear the Lord will lead you into victory. And this is the last scripture I'm going to get. 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 8. He raised up the poor out of the dust, and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the Lord of the earth are Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, and he has set the world upon them. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. So by strength, your own physical strength, no man shall prevail. It's all about Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, trusting in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. So with that, I'm going to close. I'm going to say shalom. I hope you brothers learned something. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Shalom.